I am Groot.
Hey, Cyber Bob, you're first. Hey, 3D Medic, how are you doing? Too complex. That one's pretty simple. It's old though. Nope, you're third. I'm starting my stream. What's up? Mary? Hang on, check. Hang on. You gotta hang on a minute. Let's see. I think I only have her email address. Let me check if I have a phone number. Oh no, I have her phone number, I guess, here too. Yeah, here we go. Now, how do I send this? Share contact. Logan. There you go. I sent your full contact. All right, bye. What do you want, cat? You gonna cause me problems again? You gonna try to run on my keyboard again? I'm gonna have to kick your butt. are my victims. Okay. So something I want to work on today is I want to try to make some rocket models for jewelry. Because I wanted a pair of Starship earrings, and the only ones I could find were like $350 on Etsy, and I was like, yeah, I'll make my own. Like, yeah, that's not happening. That's not the way that works. No. Now, I'm pretty sure I had Crew Dragon already. Where did I put that model? I had a pretty nice model of the Crew Dragon model. I made a vase mode model. Maybe I have it uploaded? Is that something maybe I shared? Really? You're gonna play that game with me? My designs. I just might have to make an Aquarius model. I think that would just be freaking cool. I could swear I had a model of this already. Ooh, printing a little 3D printing hot end might be pretty fun. That might actually be a lot of fun. It's not there. I must have never shared it. Yeah, we're predating it now. That's a pity. Hey, Big Bad Joe, how are you doing today? So did you guys see the SpaceX flight? That was pretty cool. I guess we start off by making Starship. Starship's pretty easy. Really easy. And don't we have a cone? There's a cone. All right, the steps on here is 24, so I need to make the steps here 24 as well. Although I could use a sphere. It'd take a little more work, but it'll look nicer. Because a sphere has 64 sides. Yeah, that looks fine. You and you. Join them together. That is the correct number of sides, I think. No, it's not. That's a different number of sides. I thought I had... Oh, it's only got 18 steps. 24 steps. Really? That's limited to 24 steps too? I didn't know that. Which which means that, no, that's more than 24. I can tell. How big is this? 20. So if we take this and make it 10, we do this. That cuts the sphere in half. How could that fail? It's just a sphere and a block. It's not even remotely complex. There we go. 0. You bring up the chat on here. Just should be able to do. Yeah, there it is. I finally got a replacement lead acid jump box, so I'll be able to move the minivan today. Let's see. Okay, that's double. That's 2, so that's 48. 48. There we go. So you need when you join two parts together in Tinkercad, you really need the two parts to have the same alignment of faces. So you see how the faces line up? Theoretically, this can go to 64, but you can see the faces don't line up. And that's going to cause glitches when you join the model together. By having the exact number of faces, when I join these models together, they will join flawlessly. That's something very, very important in Tinkercad. Otherwise, it gets really nasty. By having the same faces, see, I get a perfect join. No problems, no glitching. See that right there, how it looks like a glitch? It's not when you zoom in. Oh, it is. There is a slight glitch there. That shouldn't be there. It's like they're not lining up. Why is it not lining up? That looks perfect. Why is it glitching? Are they not lined up? Yeah, they're centered. Huh, it's glitching a little bit. See that little glitch right there? It shouldn't be a big deal, but it's still annoying. It shouldn't do that. Damn it, I hate when it does that. I guess I should change the color to a silver. Huh? Okay. Now making the fins are actually really easy. Square and triangle. So we take these and we align them. Rotate 90 degrees. Shrink it this way. Let's make it 1 millimeter thick. You too, Caden. How you doing? So now I take this and Control D it. Now I take this, and this one I think is going to need to be bigger. Think about that. This one's going to be shorter. This is going to be shorter too. Okay. Join those two. Join those two. Make the whole thing a little shorter. So bring it up to 0. And you, we will bring up to here. Alright, these are both too big. Not what I asked you to do. Let's make them 10. 10. This needs to be a whole lot shorter. Okay. That's going to go there. Take this and this, align them on this one like that. Then we take this and we extend it into the model. Too big. There we go. There we go. This is still too long. That looks pretty good. Let's check it out. Those are about half the length of that. Let's shrink these up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Bring it up a little more. Good. Now we install our control ring, master ring, radius, sides. That and that. Select these two, Control D, select this, rotate 180 degrees, delete the master ring, and we have a starship. There. Those look too big still, don't they? Yeah, they do look too big. Just a hair too big. Let's go 10. That looks better. Let's take these two. Not what I want. Oh, why do you gotta be a pest? And bring it down 10. That looks better. Is it just me, or do these still look too big? I think these are still too big. I think I'm gonna make these a hair smaller. Just I think it looks better at this scale. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, join. Now 102 millimeters is quite a bit too big. We're gonna make it about 40 millimeters. I don't want to do that. Why the hell would you do? Oh yeah, I gotta do this. Shift select 40 millimeters. There we go. 40 millimeters, a little over an inch. That's 1.5 inch, close to 1.5 inch. I think that's an appropriate size. All right, now we need to chop a hole in it. Let's see, how big of a hole do we want? I guess 3 by 3. Let's see how big that is. That might be too big. Oh no, wait a minute. There's a better way to do this. We do it on the end here. We put a little hook right on the end. I can get a little eye hook to put on the end. Let's do a 1 millimeter hole, 1 by 1. And bring you all the way up here. There we go. First of all, that's way too big. And a line on the center. There we go. Now we have a little hole to put a screw eye into. There. A simple starship earring. Print the whole thing, actually print the whole thing in vase mode and hollow probably. Now, there is one problem. That's not going to print. So how can I make that print? There's a couple ways I could do it. I could try printing this upside down. That might actually work. Actually, that might work with something so tiny. But man, would that wiggle around a lot. Especially if I go the fuck away. Jesus. Always getting in the way. Especially if I chop the top off. It's too fine.
I'm Groot.
That might actually be enough to make it stick. Especially with a raft. The raft would be very tiny. But theoretically that could work. Now the other thing I could do is I could extend the fin down at an angle here, and then you'd snip that off when you cut this. Now, how big is this? These are 0.39. That's good. With a 0.2 millimeter nozzle, that'll make them solid. So they are very snippable. Wait a minute, are these supposed to be farther forward? Yes, they are. They're supposed to be much further forward. These should be all the way up here. And now I have to extend them inwards. Let's go 5 and 5. Let's go 4.5. Yeah, it looks better. 4.5. And join. That looks pretty good. So you put your little eye bolt in there, and then you just attach it to the stud. Okay, let's save that one. I'll print these with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle. Now, it would be nice to put the tiling on here, and then I could paint that separately, but for now, screw it. Just do it like that. Now, where's Crew Dragon? Well, that's a nice model. Except it's all pieces. I don't want pieces. I want all one thing. Nope, not that one. I had one that was all one piece. That's not it. There was a nicely detailed model that was all one piece. These aren't it. That might be it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yep, we'll do that one. Let's see. Where's the file? Files. Download. Import, choose a file. Well, first let's see if we can simplify it a little bit using Prusa and that neat little trick we found. Downloads. Oh, it's already pretty simplified. How big is it? Oh, it's only 900 kilobytes. I don't think there's any reason to simplify that anymore. Okay. Choose file. I'm showing you guys this, right? Yes. That would suck if I was not showing you it the whole time. I'm good at that. Come on. And there it is. How big is this? Well, we're going to make it the same size no matter what. So 40. Half the size. Some of the details are still there. We do the same thing we did with the other one. One by one. Increase the number of sides. Oh, why does it do that? It always gets in my way like that. It's almost like it's intentionally messing with me. And we need to punch a little hole in the top. And this is symmetrical. I'll just print this in phase mode. Yeah, I can make these super light by printing them in phase mode. Yeah. Well, I do need to fix that. That's going to make it really hard to print. Let's chop off 1/4 millimeter off the bottom. Not enough. 0.5. There we go. Just to make sure that first layer sticks down real nice. That's better. It's only going to be 1.5 inches long. You're not going to see that crap anyway. And 0. Dragon earring. Export. Yes. Now, let's see if I can find a simple Falcon 9. I want to do the Falcon Heavy too. So you probably do that one right there. Yeah, that looks good. You're not going to see too many details at this size anyway. I don't want to download all files. I just want to download this one. Okay. Now I need to find a simple... Oh, printing a grid fin would be pretty cool too. Yeah, we're going to do grid fins. Yeah, definitely doing a grid fin. Definitely doing grid fin. What's the difference here? Oh, here's a 30 by 42. Perfect. I probably don't even have to modify it. That'll be fun. I need a simple... Is this a simple one? No, that's a multi-part file. I need a one-piece Falcon 9. Yeah, thank you, 3D Medic. I always forget that. Ah, little kit card. That's cute. Miniature. So is it one piece? Yes. Ooh, Star Hopper. There it is. Are they the same thing? They look like the same thing. Printing that would be difficult, though. This is the kind of thing where printing it in two pieces might actually be better. Here's a two-piece one right there. Because then you can actually add these details. You've got a little ship. Let's go to... Oh, I never installed WinRAR. That's dumb. How'd you get that? Okay. So that one's done. Import. I'm going to do the Falcon Heavy. Just because I like the Falcon Heavy. It's a cool model. Yeah, that's not too bad. How printable. It looks pretty printable. I would like to have all the nozzles, but I don't think they're going to print at the scale unless I do a resin print. So I think the best bet is to strip them by doing this. And then chop off the nozzles. As much as I'd like to keep them, I just don't think that's going to work. And make this, I guess, 50 millimeters. How tiny many is that going to be? Oh, man. Okay, same deal. One by one. Increase the number of sides. Jack it up here. Center, center. And bring you up here. Join. Okay. And then Falcon die.
I'm Groot.
Come on. Come on. How big is that model? Ooh, 11 megabytes. That's a pretty big model. I could probably simplify that. Oh yeah, it doesn't need to be that complex. Let's see, simplify model. Let's do that. Apply. Let's go to export STL as mini Falcon. Okay. Let's import it again. There we go, much better. Although, is that the original one? I hate when it does that. Because I hate when there's two windows open. I shrank it from 11 to 241 kilobytes. Yeah, it's still trying to open up that original one. Now, this one is going to be problematic, maybe? Now, here's something I can do. So, this is something I can cheat and keep some of this engine detail. So we put a block there. And then we put a block here. 5 by 5. Asshole. What we do is we put it in here like this. Oh, there's the other one. It finally loaded. Goodbye. Okay. Let's make that bigger. Let's make that 7 by 7. Really? You want to mess with me like this? Too big. 6x6. That'll do it. And we align them. And then we bring this in here and we chop them. Watch what this does. There. So I've just simplified the engine bell. I might do that to the Falcon Heavy too. So now you still have a little bit of detail, but you still have this large solid base to adhere to. The only problem is, yeah, that's not going to work, never mind. The only way this would work is if I printed it in two pieces. If I printed this as one piece and that as another piece, which I could do, which I might do because that would look nice. That would actually look really nice. So I think I am going to do that. Let's see what happens when I shrink this. 50. Boy, is that tiny. You know, no, better to keep it solid. Yeah, okay, so let's chop it. Control D.
I'm Groot.
Just like that. No, I want a good solid base. So let's give it something to attach to. Now we Control D this. And we invert it. Like that. And then we take this whole thing and we do this. And we Control D it again and we do this. There. So this one gets one half, this one gets the other half. We take this one, join it, we take this one, join it. There. Now we have the bottom half and the top half. And we want that to have to be solid, so we want to print it this way. This part gets the thingy. Okay. Max sides. 1 by 1. Shrink. Lift. And align this and this. Did I miss that? Nope, got it. Ah. And stuff you in there like that. And there we go. Now, should we do the same thing with this? Yes, I think we should. That looks like the same fairing unit. So what if we do this? And this. Let's get rid of that. Now we just do this. Ah. That looks good. Well, first, let's grab that and get rid of it. And then we take this and invert it. join. I hate when it does that. It's so annoying. Really? What's the problem? It's a simple model, just chop it. Oh, it's having trouble. Alright, let's try this. Export. Am I still Falcon Heavy? Yes. Let's go temp. Export STL. And that's not working again. Live chat. Yes. Loses detail but still resembles a Falcon 9. Yeah, it looks fine. You know, it's got the little details, the little ring grid fins here, and it's got the little legs here, so that's enough. It's only going to print about 1.5 inches long, so you know there's a limit to how much detail you're going to get. There we go. Now let's import that again. Yeah, it's only 700 kilobytes. Okay. Which means I can delete this now. I might even shrink these a little smaller, or at least the Crew Dragon. How big is that? No, it's only 1 inch across. That's not bad. Okay. Looks good to me. Let's lift this up a little bit. Yep, that looks good. Join. Okay, because I could print this twice for this and this. Stop doing that. Why does it always do that? Annoying. Now we need to do the same thing I did here. We need to simplify these engines. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the first thing I gotta do is get rid of these details inside here. Since there's no way in hell that's gonna print. There we go. That simplifies the engines quite a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now the trick is centering this. So, I mean, it's relatively simple, but it's annoying. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So we gotta put this here. Move it out of the way. Then we gotta put this here. Increase the number of sides. It's probably gonna be 5 by 5. Oh, that's way too big. 3 by 3. Maybe smaller. Oh wow, this is really tiny. Whoa. 1 by 1? Okay, that's definitely too small. 2 by 2. Yeah, 2 by 2 works. Jesus. So let's align it this way. Control D. Bring you here. And Control D again. Now the trick is centering these. That doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty clean. Okay, now I bring this back and then join it. There. Now we have the simplified engine bells for the Falcon Heavy. Because there's no way in hell those individual nozzles would print. No way. In fact, I think I'm going to try doing it without doing it. But I think what I need to do is to actually connect these three together. Because I suspect these will not print correctly. I suspect they're going to have a tough time printing. But I think we're going to just go with it and see what happens. Okay. So we need to duplicate this and put it with this. Oh, the only problem is this is the wrong size now, I think. Yeah, I think this is not the right size anymore. Because this is for a bigger model. Oh, that's pretty close. Let's align this way and this way. Let's see how far off it is. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Really? That's the finest I can zoom? Okay, so this needs to be shrunk a little bit. Actually, I think I'd rather just make the Falcon Heavy a little bit bigger. This way I can use the exact same piece. And I think the details are a little too tiny. Because we are running into a size issue here. Where this might not print correctly. Let's keep scaling it until we're about the same size right there. Okay. We are about the same size. Then we just glue those two together. How big is that? 55, it's fine. It's only 5 millimeters bigger, so it's 2 inches long. That's not unheard of. Okay. I can just delete this and then duplicate this again. So delete that. Let's put this in here. So this will be Falcon Heavy. And you can, of course, resin print these. And the detail loss is not a big deal because by the time you get close enough to actually look at the detail, you're talking about something that's going to be pretty hard for you to see without a magnifying glass. So I'm really not worried about that. Okay. We could try printing this inverted and inverted. I think these will print better inverted. The only problem is this is not going to print right. I think I'm better off printing it the other way around and using infill for the first part and then switching to phase mode. Because that's not going to print. This little shelf here. Will it be stuck well enough to print properly, though? That's the question. I don't know. We're going to find out. Now, if I print it the other way, I could print it all as one piece. That is one big advantage of printing it the other way. I could print it all as one single piece. And there are ways that I can schmooze this detail here. Actually, that is small enough. That's only 1 millimeter. I might not need to schmooze that detail, but there is a way I can do that. Watch this. What I can do is this. Decrease the radius, decrease the wall thickness, increase the sides, turn it into a hole, center it like this. Now watch this. Let's go 3. That's pretty good. Wall thickness. .5, 1.48, 1.45, not enough, 1.46, 1.47. That's pretty good. What I'm doing is I'm skinning the grid fins to be conformal. So they're still there, they'll still print, but now the thickness of that detail should print a lot better. It'll be less glitchy when it prints that part. This part, if I could only make that a cone. I mean, theoretically I could. Let's try it and see how ugly it looks. You need to be right there. Let's increase the number of sides. And the base radius is probably going to be around 8. I don't know, it's going to be 2. And the height is going to be 5. 3. Wow, even smaller. I just need to chop up some of that detail a little bit. Now we can get into doing it this way. I need to bring this out to that size and then shrink it like this. Yeah, I can live with that. That eliminates the problem altogether. Okay. Then we put this on here. Join all 3 of these together. Boom. Problem fixed. No more shelf. Yes, I can live with that. Now that whole thing should print in phase mode. Which means I could probably print it all as one piece the other way. Yeah, I could probably get away with that. But I think I'm going to print it as 2 pieces anyway. I could probably get away with shortening this a little bit. 34. It doesn't necessarily have to be scale. You're not going to notice that as an earring. That will make the overall length 45 millimeters. That's good. Did I already save this? Yes, I did. Let's export that. Export STL. Okay. I can live with that. Okay, Star Hopper. Now, how do these get separated? It can see inside the RAR file, that's how. Oh, that's cool. From Crimson Skies, I remember that game. What about SLS? SLS. There's SLS. This is all separate, though. What I need is it all one piece. Is that one piece? No. I might work on that later. That's going to take a lot of work to get that all together. But I could print these. I think this should be smaller. I'm going to make 2 versions of this. Control D. Because I'd like this smaller. The only problem is, nope. I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's try to go 1 inch. I don't know if that's going to be printable or not. Although if I print it as vase mode, it should be okay. Crew Dragon S earrings. Pretty good, Asger. How are you doing? Let's export that. I don't know if that's going to be sliceable, but we can try it. Worst it can do is not slice. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, we already have this saved. Just in case. Yeah, I do. Right there. Okay. Delete, remove, add. Ender 3 is fine. Except we are going to leave it at 1.0. We're going to make another diameter 0.2. 0.2. The retraction, coast, and wipe is fine. Layers. The layers are going to be 0.04. But the first layer height is going to be 250%. And let's leave it at 100. That's fine. Single outline corkscrew. Good. Oh. Let's make the speed 5 millimeters per cubic centimeter, 20. And let's see here. Crew Dragon Small. Will it slice? Yes. Damn it, that actually looks good. What are all these divots? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh, where is that? I forget where it's at. There's a way to merge everything. Other. Where's that option to squish the entire model into one thing to force it to be manifold? Slicing? close and heal. Merge all boundaries, I think. There we go. Got it. It was trying to print in and out, so it was doing stops. So I told it to ignore all that. And that all looks good. Pretty decent detail, too. Wow. Is there any weird moves? Oop, we got some jumps here. Why do we have jumps? Those jumps shouldn't be there. We're in phase mode. So why is it doing that? We probably have some manifold issues with the model. When you're doing this tiny, it can sometimes do weird things. So we have access to some tools in here. Auto repaired 896 errors. Yep. That'll do it.
I'm Groot.
Okay, no errors detected. Export. We're going to call this V2. S-V2, no. Okay, delete. Now let's reinsert it. No errors detected. Actually, we might as well do that for all the models. Let's check them all. Fucking 9. No errors detected. Fucking heavy. Auto repaired. So let's go through the fix. Yep. Spaceship, Starship. Not booster. Heavy. Super heavy is just too big. So we're doing Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, Starship, and Crew Dragon capsule. No errors detected. Export. Falcon Heavy, replace. And Starship should be okay. Since I made that one, yeah, no errors. Okay. So we've cleaned up the models. Remove. Reinsert. Slice. Still getting jankiness here. Well, I know why this one's happening. It's because this is an island. And so it has to jump from here to here. But why is it doing it? Why here? What's going on there? Oh. What the hell is that? So, oh. This is a separate piece. This model is not fully intact. That's annoying. That's really annoying. This would be easier if I did it on the big one and then shrank it down. This is 39. So let's increase this to 100. Because otherwise this is going to be a pain in the ass to work on. That looks intact there. So why is that printing as a separate piece? That looks fine. That looks, well, that's an island. Is there only one of these? See how it's printing as an island here? Let's get rid of the tool head. See how this piece here is separate from this piece here? That shouldn't be the case. That's why it's trying to jump. It's jumping from here to here because it has to. But I'm not seeing that in here. Unless this is hollow? No, it doesn't look hollow. Oh, it is. Oh, look at that. You see the this stripy section here? That shouldn't be there. It should look like this. Huh. What do you know? Well, that explains that. How do we fix it now? Go away with the stupid custom preset colors. Okay, how do I fix that? Yeah, so right here, these are not connected. These are two separate models right there. So there's an actual gap right there. And I have to get rid of that gap. It's not an error, it actually is a gap. So I have to merge something in there to probably use a cone because I want to smooth out this top edge as well. So sides. Let's give it a top radius. Okay, let's start shrinking. Let's get the base radius down. Top radius down. We need to make this a whole lot smaller. Okay. So what I need to do is something like this. Bring you in a little bit this way. Bring you in a little bit this way. Bring you in this way. Like that. Yep, something like that. Bring you down. Well, we want a good solid overlap. Like that. Remember, when we shrink this down, that's just going to be a bump. All right, now let's try this. Yeah, see? We want to get rid of as much of, see this area with the purple here? Where you can see the stripy line? We want to get rid of as much of that as we can. Just like that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now we shrink this back down to proper size. I don't need this one. We can just take this one and shrink it. You asshole. Okay. Let's get rid of these two. And where's the other one? I think I already got rid of it. Yeah. So Crew Dragon, export. Now we're going to use the tools that are available in Prusa Slicer again to correct all these errors. Fix Windows algorithm. There's still some issues with the model, but let's see what happens. No errors. Export. place. Okay. I just want to get rid of the... I can't get rid of all the errors. Well, I can eventually. It'd be a pain in the butt. But I can get rid of the bulk of them. Make this 25 tall. Slice. See? Now that's fixed. There we go. Now there's no more jump there, see? That's better. I think there is still a couple of glitchy points. Actually, got rid of them. Nice. Hey, what was that? Yeah, I got rid of all of them. Nice. Clean model. No glitches. Sweet. And it's going to take a 1/4 gram of plastic. Oh my god, a 1/4 gram. Oh, I need a raft. There's no way that's going to print without a raft. Additions, we want a raft. 2 base layers is probably fine. 0.14 is probably fine. It'll be a tiny raft. Yeah, see? I probably don't even need it to be that big. Raft offset, 2 millimeters is fine. Yep, plenty. And it still only takes 0.3 grams of plastic. Oh my god, it's so little plastic. That's the nice thing about printing with a 0.2 nozzle. You still have all the detail. Look, you got all these modules, all the lines. All the details are still there. Even all the hatch details, it's all still there. Except you're only using 0.3 grams of plastic, although it's going to take 2 hours and 39 minutes. Although I could probably speed that up. I'm being very, very conservative on my speed right now. I could probably speed that up. I'm also printing at 0.04 millimeters. This right here is the primary reason why. You see how it goes out here? I could probably print this at 0.8 and then just print this section at 0.4. But screw it. I'll print the whole thing at resin resolution just because people tell me I can't. And I like saying, screw you. Don't tell me what I can't do. Watch me. You just watch me. Although this I should do too. So let's do... Let's see. 1 here. Control-C-V. And, excuse me, do as you are told, mongrel. Do 1 there and 1 there. This is fine. Okay. That should not impact. No, it won't. Okay, Control-C-V. Select model. Model 1. Select model. Model 2. Print. 999. Good. So that should do that one. So this one first. And then this one. Perfect. Crew Dragon Earring. I think I'm going to get rid of this since some of these printers don't like long file names. Crew Dragon. Get rid of the 2U. Let's bring in Starship. Obey. Obey. Or else. This is so tiny that this might actually work. It's weird, but it might work. I'm going to try it. Worst it can do is fail. With a 1/4 gram of plastic, so I don't care. So, 1's going to be here. 1's going to be here. Again. Select models. First one. Select models. Second one. Print. Go. And we got that one and that one. So the problem is going to be when it does that. And that might actually work. Believe it or not, that might actually work. Now, worst case scenario, if it doesn't, there's couple different ways I can do it. I could try printing it upside down with only 0.3 grams of plastic. That might actually work. I could, especially since the nose cone is going to basically be touching the bed, I can do a raft with a 0 separation, so it'll be firmly adhered to the raft, and that should keep it from wiggling too much. So worst case scenario, I can print these inverted, and so that'd be the first one. The second one, so I could do that. Let's go that one. And let's try it the other way too, just for shiggles. Let's see. Y rotation, X rotation, 180. X rotation, 180. And then what we do is we make our separation 0.04. Just the tiniest bit of separation. And select all. This will definitely print okay if it doesn't wiggle. And we will see if that works. INV for inverted. Okay. Let's do Falcon 9. No. Now this gets a little more complicated because we have to mesh, separate connected parts, and we have to print this a little bit differently. So tiny. It's so tiny. We print this one here, this one here. Control CV. We select these two and move them like this. There. Now, let's delete this process, refix this process. I think we're going to do the same micro separation here, but let's go a little bit more. So 0.1. Now Control C, V, V, V. So we do this first. Then we do this one. Then we do this one. And then we do this one. There we go. Oh, no, that's wrong. They are backwards. Oh, they are backwards. Look at that. So this one has to go up here. This one has to go down here. There we go. There we go. So, second stage, booster, second stage, and booster. That all looks good. And this is Falcon 9. Okay. I could probably keep these profiles. Actually, it'd be better if I did this. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of all you. Let's bring in the Falcon Heavy. Okay, same thing. Mesh, separate connected parts. And then, oop, I forgot. These commands are different. Okay.
I'm Groot.
Oh, they are backwards. Look at that. Huh. Control CV. That goes here. Control CV. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter. You booger. And you go here. Now, Control CV. Now this should be in the correct order. Do that. Select that one. Select that one. And that one. Print all of them. It's ridiculous how little plastic this. Oh yeah, this doesn't work in vase mode. That's right. That's right. This can't work in vase mode. Let's group these. We are going to not use vase mode. We are going to use two outlines. And two outlines might actually take care of this. I should do the same thing I did to the other model, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to. And then we ungroup. Okay. Actually, the nose cones can both print. I don't care. Print. Just go. It's not going to take much longer. It'll take like a gram. 2 grams. What the hell is all this? I don't have no top layer selected. Whoa, that's all solid.
I'm Groot.
Group. What's it doing that for? Top and bottom layers is 0. Infill is 0. Nope. Ungroup. Why is it filling it? I must have a setting somewhere that's doing that. It should not be filling this. I have infill set to 0. Why is it doing that? I mean, obviously it's a setting. I just don't know which setting. It could be this, but I don't see why. Perimeter only. It's, oh, I know what it's doing it. There it is. Okay. No, it's still filling it. What the hell? Why is it filling the model? Fight scams with Frank. At first I thought it said frighten and scream with Frank. It's, why is it filling the model? I don't understand why it's doing that. It's got to be a setting I have picked. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. I don't need it. Support is off. Infill is 0%. All of these are turned off. Add solid diaphragms is turned off. Raft, skirt, and brim, it's fine. Point 2. It's got to be that setting. It's making the model solid for some reason. Is it doing it to all of them? Yeah. It's filling all the models for some reason. I don't understand why it's doing that. I mean, it has to be a setting. Something I'm selecting is doing that. And it's probably somewhere in here. Even though I don't know why that would do it, it's got to be that. It's still filling. Anybody have any idea why it's doing that? I mean, one of my settings must be doing it. Let's go one perimeter and see if it still fills it. Still filling it. I don't understand why it's filling the model. Allow single extrusion. I don't think this would do it, though. What does single extrusion have to do with fill? But then again, I've had weird settings before that would just do that for some reason. It's not doing it. Minimum extrusion width, 50%. That's not going to do it. I don't think this is going to do it. These are all turned off. I'm doing pretty good. This is speed behavior, so that's not going to affect anything. This is timing. This is speed. Cooling doesn't matter. Temperature doesn't matter. Support could do it, but I don't think so. I have support turned off. Zero and zero. This is turned off. Infill. Infill is set for 0%. This is set for 0%. 0 layers, I mean. Add diaphragms is turned off. This shouldn't affect that. First layer is fine. 2 perimeters. I don't understand why it's filling the model. I guess I'm going to have to go to the forums for that. And I think I have to zip this. Now, where is the built-in zipping process? That was built into Windows. I guess I could do that. Okay. Are they even still active? The website's still there. We haven't gotten any more updates.
I am Groot.
Oh, it does let me do it. They finally fixed it so you can attach a factory file. We'll see what they say. But I got the rest sliced up. That is weird. It didn't do it with the Falcon Heavy. It's not a Falcon 9. But the Falcon 9 is a different model altogether. It could be a glitch with the model itself. Weird. Oh well. I'll figure it out eventually. Any other good models I should print? Oh, I want to do the grid fins. How do I want to print those, though? Let's go import. I'm probably going to modify them to make it more printable. Although 30 by 40 should be a good size. This one I could probably render down. Let's see, grid fin, 8 megabytes. Yeah, I can render that down. That's way, at this scale, that's way higher resolution than I need. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Oh yeah, simplify the model. Yeah, that's fine. It's a freaking grid fin. Doesn't need to be exorbitantly impressive. But I gotta wait until it's finished. But that did shrink it down to 170 kilobytes. What a difference. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And there's no way to cancel. That's annoying. I know how to cancel. That's how you cancel. You're done. That's it. You're out of here. There we go.
I'm Groot.
Now, I'm going to have to modify this a bit.
Groot.
So, for example, get rid of the curve. Although, will this print? Like, could it print like this? It would be a sloppy as hell print, though. So, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this. So, 30. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, is there enough depth here? Yeah, I could do this. I can stretch it out like this, and then chop off the face. Like that. Okay. And then I'm also going to put another block in here. I want to get rid of this. Like that. There we go. Now you won't have a curvy grin fin, but that's okay. Because I'm going to do this. And not what I wanted to do. That's what I want. 0. Now, good. We take one of these. Let's do 2.5. Yes. We're going to make the radius 4. The wall thickness of 1. That seems awfully big. Let's do a radius of 3. Align on center. That doesn't look like you did it. You did. There. There. Now we have a little grid fit earring. It's going to be interesting to see if it prints all these little spikies. I have a feeling I should get rid of those spikies. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of them. At this scale, no one's going to look at your ear close enough to see if it has the little spikies. And the idea of printing those little spikies is just stupid. Much better. Actually, what I should do is this. Okay. Take this, increase the height like that, and now merge it. Much better. Much, much better. And I should probably do it the other way as well. Just really simplify this so it prints cleanly. Invert, select this, bring you down into here like this, and chop it. Now everything will be attached to the bed. There we go. Much, much cleaner print. And grid fin. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of all of you. Add. Okay. Oh, it got reset. 2. 2. This one I can do 0.1. There's no reason to do super thin layers on this because there's no details on the Z dimension. I'll set it for 2, even though I don't think you can print 2. Additions. Stop doing that. Let's see. 0.14 separation. We don't need a. I don't think we need a skirt at all, but we're going to do a 2mm offset. No infill. Good. That should be fine. Let's see if it prints it. Yeah, there's a lot of jumping around, but that's okay. I don't like the gaps. The gaps are annoying. No, they're not gaps. They're perimeters. It would be nice if I can get rid of them, but whatever. I'm not going to fight it. Okay. This one I can just simply duplicate it and just print 2. Yep, that's fine. I should increase the... Actually, just bring them closer together. That will. What the fuck are you doing? Why the hell did you do that? Oh. I must have grabbed it. There, this way it prints a single raft. It doesn't do no funky business. Good. I like that. Great fin. Just for the heck of it, I wonder what would happen if I printed this with a 0.4 nozzle. Would it even print? And I can easily do 0.2. Nope. Gets rid of most of it. I might be able to trick it, though. Let's see. Single extrusion. Allow single extrusion. Allow single extrusion. Let's do a 15. Let's allow a 20% overlap. I think that might actually work. Ew. This part's messy. Let's allow further overlap. 50% overlap. Yeah, it prints it. 3 grams of plastic, including the raft. In 32 minutes. We could try it. We'll put a 4 millimeter for 0.4 millimeter. Yeah, we could try it. I mean, the worst it could do is not work. It's still got some gaps, though. Do I have to do even more of a gap overlap? There we go. Now it's all sealed up. Oh, that's messy right there. That's really messy. Why is it doing that? Yeah, this really doesn't. Well, I can lie. Watch this. So, 0.3 millimeter. Okay. And then extrusion multiplier 1.5. I can just lie. There we go. Now it's printing. And I could change it to single perimeter. Nope, needs to be 2. Okay, that gets me my solid wall. And I'm basically lying. On such a simple shape, I should be able to get away with it. So let's try it. Worst it can do is not work, right? That's what I did. I told it I have a 0.3 nozzle, and then I just increased the extrusion multiplier to 1.5, so it's still going to print a 0.4 millimeter extrusion. I just lied in order to get a valid toolpath. What you don't want is this crap. You don't want this shit here. But down here, these are okay. Those shouldn't cause a failure. We'll see how it prints. I could probably lie even more, tell it it's a 0.2 nozzle, then do a 200% extrusion multiplier. I could do that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna see how this prints. Let's see what it looks like. So if I do a 0.2 and I do a 2.0 extrusion multiplier, there, that closes it all up. No more blue. We don't like that single extrusion crap. Not here, we don't. And even at 0.2, it's still not closing this. But that's okay. It's good enough. Let's try that one too. For V2. We'll try both. And so I'm using 5.5 grams of plastic, including the raft. For V1. Okay. That I'm actually looking forward to that one. That one's going to look cool. I could even glue the stud directly into that hole there and make it a fixed set of earrings. Just, just put the stud right there. That's cool. Those little pearl studs I have, I could probably just shove that stud right inside that hole and glue it in there. Very cool. Okay. Is there anything else I could do? Let's just do a search for a rocket and see what comes up. Boring, boring, boring. I might do the Tinkercad rocket just for the hell of it. No, these are all people making rockets. I want spaceships. Space rockets.
I am Groot.
Oh, that's a pretty rocket. I might do some old 50s rockets, but I'd also like to do other scale rockets. I'll find some others. How about spaceship? Haha. That's cool. I'll do a 50 style. Yeah, 50s. But I'll do a 50 style rocket like that too. I think that'd be nice. Now, as a resin print, printing the Epcot ball would be pretty cool. That would be very cool, but very hard to print. That you would want to print in pieces in resin. Oh, someone else made earrings. Nice. Oh, they made the exhaust dangly. That's nice. Good design. I like that. I'll download that. Heck yeah. You know something I never searched for? Earrings. I bet you there's a zillion of them. Yep, there's a zillion of them. There is. It's not telling me how many. There's a lot, though. I bet you there's a lot. Oh, that's cute. I'm a sucker for cats. I like cats. Cats are fun. That's cute. I like that. That's nice. That's a good use of multicolor. Witches. Nice leaf design. Nice rose design. Oh, that's pretty. Oh man, that'd be a bitch to print with. Oh boy, would that be a nightmare. Oh, somebody did make a version of this. Would you look at that? I was gonna make one of these because on here, where was it? AliExpress, I think. That's not what I wanted. I saw. I got one of the metal ones coming in, but there's like a zillion of them here all the time. Where the hell are they? Like seriously? You gotta be kidding me. There's always a billion of them on here. And now not a single one shows up. Give me a break. How is it that when I want to find it, suddenly it's not here? It suddenly doesn't exist anymore. Unless it was the other site. Oh, I think I did storage. There it is. This one here. It's basically cut pieces of wood that all interlock with each other. And that's basically what somebody did here. Yeah. I'll download that. The bottom looks like a waste. There's ways to make that much more efficient. Unless you want a drawer. Okay, if you want a drawer. Yeah, that's why they did this. Because they have a drawer down here. Okay, that makes sense. Because there's ways to make this much, much more efficient. If I bet you somebody did. I bet you somebody does have a more efficient one. Yep, there it is. I knew that was going to be the case. It's so easy to make that it just makes sense that there'd be other options available. Let's see if there's a bigger one. There we go, there's a longer one. Yeah, that's it right there. Oh, okay, so that's just a longer leg for this model. So you print the same sides, and they just needed longer, you know, things. Okay. Yeah, see, 4 pieces. That's a much simpler model. All models. So we'll grab that one, and we'll grab this one. I'm going to print this today, too. I'll probably eventually design my own just because I can. I'll probably design it to look just like this, and then print it with wood PLA, just because. I mean, printing it's kind of silly. It's only $6 to buy it, and it's wood, so it's never going to melt. You'd be better off just buying it, but I've got the plastic, and I can print this in a night versus waiting 2 weeks for Temu to send it to me. So, screw it. I'm just going to print it. That uses even less plastic. That Voronoi design is kind of neat. That's nice too, actually. I might print that one too, just because it is nice with the drawer on the bottom. Now there's a Simplify one. Oh yeah, that's super simple. Oh man. Now what do the parts look like? I don't see the parts. There it is. Okay, there's a foot and there's the what's the foot middle and foot side? Huh? I don't understand. Why is it different models? I'm going to print it because it'll be easy. But I don't understand what the difference is. Details. Oh. What? This shouldn't require any supports at all. Why would this require any supports? It's a flat plate. Nothing in here should require supports. There's no reason for any of this to require supports. I'll have to look at that later. Yeah, but there's no reason for any of that to require supports. Doing horrible on Amazon this month. Woo! We're November 20th and I got $26. Ouch! That hurts. Oh, big negative right there. Oh, only 42 cents. Yeah, that hurts. What are you going to do? All right. That's it. I'm gonna go run up to the Roadrunner thing. They're gonna give away veggies today, so I'm gonna see what veggies they have. Yum 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 yum. And I'm gonna make some breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm gonna make some broccoli with cream chip beef. It's like my favorite thing. God, I love that so much. All right. I will see you guys later. I'm gonna. I think the power hasn't gone off in like 4 days, so I'm actually gonna print some stuff this week. I'm gonna get the two trees going, and I'm gonna put some nice silver filament in there, and print some of these rockets. Although I'll do the grid fins with the graphite, since they're usually black. So I'll do those with the graphite print. And I have the little kits now and the tools to put the little snap rings and stuff on them, and go from there. I haven't forgotten about this model yet. It's just my brain's been fried, and this part here is annoying me that I can't get it to print properly. So I've just put it on the side burner for now until my brain says, okay, you're ready again. But I do have a jump box. Actually, I'll post a link to that. It's the only affordable one I could find. I used to buy jump boxes for 10 or 20 bucks. You used to be able to walk into a Radio Shack and buy a jump box for $19.99. And now they're like $100 friggin' dollars. What the hell? Why do they cost so much? They shouldn't cost that much. I wish I could find just a simple jump box. But this is the closest I could find. I do like the shape better. It's easier to carry. And this one's got an air pump built into it. Even though I don't need the air pump, I just need the battery box. But it was 40 bucks. It is this one. And that is this. Reopen. That is this one. Double bonus, it's orange. I don't really care about the fact that it's orange. But that's a nice bonus. But this is the only affordable jump box I could find. And of course, it's not prime shipped, so I had to wait a week to get it. But I did. Can I pick it up? Yes, I can. I did finally get it. So, there it is. It should be 12-volt charging. So I'm going to make a USB-C cable for this so I can charge it by USB-C. Because it only charges at 15 watts. So I can set it for 15 volts. It's either 15 volts or 12 volts. So like 14.8 or 12.8 or something like that. Let's see what to say. Seriously, I'm supposed to read that. Are you out of your fucking mind? Like really? I'm supposed to read that. Wanker. Focus, you fuck. That's AVE. It is 15 volts. Perfect. 15 volts, half an amp. That is well within the spec of USB-C. I'll get a USB-C trigger, a dummy trigger, set it for 15 volts, and there you go. I can charge this thing up by USB-C, and I don't have to worry about losing this stupid special effing freaking... I hate proprietary connectors. God, I hate proprietary connectors. So, but for now it's fine. Although this one does have a really nice feature. Really, 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 really nice feature that I like. Nope, not that side. I think it's this side. Yes, there is room to stick this inside here. So it actually stores the charger in here. I think the air hose is in here. It's got a 12-volt port. It's got a 2-amp USB port. So it's nice. It's not bad. It's got a light. So it's actually not a bad battery box, especially for 40 bucks. That's not bad. I just miss being able to get the super cheap, air pump everything. What's inside this side? That's the power supply and the nozzles. And I think this side is the hose. Yeah, that's the air hose for the air pump. But no, why do I need this? I have all these lithium-ion jump boxes. What do I need this for? Because the alternator in the van is bad. I need to drive the van for about 40 seconds to put it around behind the trees so the township can go fuck off about my van. The lithium-ion jump boxes will start the van, but they won't let me drive the van. Because after a few seconds, once they detect that the car has started, they turn off. And so, of course, once they turn off, the battery's bad and the alternator's bad, so the car turns off. This, I can drive the car on this. You know, the lead-acid battery doesn't care about that load. So I can jump the car and then drive the car around the tree. So I needed and I have 3 other lead-acid battery boxes, and all of them are bad. So I got to disassemble them now that these battery boxes, before you would never replace the battery in a battery box. Like, I would not replace the battery in this battery box. I would buy another one. Because, although not using it as a jump box, just using it as USB and air pump, it'd be worth replacing the battery in. You know, put a lithium iron phosphate battery in here. But that lithium iron phosphate battery can't handle the amps of jump starting a car. Not the cheap ones. You can get the lifey batteries that will do that, but they cost a lot more money. The battery that's inside this would cost more than it would cost to buy a new one of these. But now that these things are a fucking $100 a piece, it's probably worth it for me to take apart my other jump boxes and see what size batteries in there and buy a new gel battery for them. And, but now I can move the minivan. This time I'll keep that on charge so it'll last more than a couple years. But that was just annoying that, you know, nobody has any. Walmart had one for $50, but it was out of stock. So I had to order that one. But everything else is $100 and up for a freaking jump box. I guess because the lithium jump boxes are so common now, and most people don't need to run the car on it, so they're perfectly fine. Just my niche case scenario means I need that. It's really annoying. So, but if you need a cheap lead acid jump box, like if you need that runtime that the lead acid battery will give you, there you go. That'll do it. It's the only one I could find that was less than $100, besides the $50 one at Walmart that's out of stock everywhere. It's the only one I could find. Every other jump box was either lithium based, which won't work for my specific niche need, or they were over $100. And it's like, I'm not paying $100 for a jump box. That's stupid. So, I brought in the case of plastic, so I'll be printing these this week. Get that done finally. Make sure, you know, they thread together and all. I'll also design a Dollar Tree adapter for it, since I know people are going to want to put Dollar Tree lights on those posts. Oh, my flamingo finally failed. I guess the snow broke it. I had a little flamingo Dollar Tree light. It's been out there for 5 years. It was still working. But the plastic was all faded. It was still pink, but it was faded, and that plastic gets brittle. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to buy some more Dollar Tree lights, and I'm going to stick them outside again. But this time, I'm going to spray them with a UV clear coat. I'm going to see if that actually helps. See if that keeps the plastic from degrading. And, you know, it's one of those things where I'm going to have to do it, and then somebody will have to remind me in 3 or 4 years, hey, did those things still last? Because that's the only way to test it. The only way to test it is to stick it outside and leave it for a couple of years and see what happens. So that's it. I'll see you guys later.